Let's go shopping at JW PEI. Are the handbags worth it? Hello everyone and welcome back to another mommy review where I review all things for the love of. Today I am shopping at JW PEI and seeing are the handbags worth it? Now before I get started, if you like the content on this channel, I'll appreciate it very much if you would consider giving this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. Thank you so much for considering, and on with the video. So I've been hearing about JW PEI showing up on my Instagram, and I've been seeing it on and off, and I've been always curious about it. So today I want to have a look and see if the handbags really worth the hype. So JW PEI is a little bit more under the radar handbag, as I've seen it all over Vogue and some celebrities, but I didn't really look too much into it as it wasn't super brand heavy in terms of logoing, so it didn't stand out to me. However, the more I look into it, the more interested I got into it, and JW PEI, let me tell you, is actually a newer brand that was founded in 2018. It's a brand based out of Los Angeles. And it was founded by a husband and wife duo with the idea that they want fashion to be easy and accessible for all. So let's have a look at the handbags in person and see, are the handbags from this brand actually worth it? I mean, looking at the online store, it looked really good, but in person, I had some reservations. So I'm going to show you a couple handbags I see in store and see what you guys think. Styling wise, I find that the handbags are pretty on trend and very fashion forward. It's just like anything but boring. It doesn't really matter what color preference you have. They seem to have a lot of color variation. I must say, this one here reminds me a little bit of Bottega, and there's a lot of handbags that are really statement bags. This Gabbi hobo bag in particular is one of their best seller and what they're most well known for. Can see it's totally not logo heavy, but a lot of styles are reminiscent of other major luxury brands. Here's how it looks like online. You can see online the handbags look aesthetically very beautiful, but I do find that in person the coloring, the shine to the material is a little bit different. In terms of quality, I would say it's probably a 7 out of 10. They are definitely not the same quality as the high-end designer bags, but I love their look and how structured they are. Overall, fairly well built, but despite not being as high quality as some of the high-end brands, it's also better quality though compared to some of the lower end like Shein. In terms of material, you should know that JW PEI specializes in vegan leather. And I know the word vegan leather is a total turnoff for a lot of people already, but hear me out. I feel like vegan leather has gotten a lot better over the years, and there's also different types of vegan leather nowadays. So vegan leather, I think, is synonymous with plastic, rebranding plastic. But I also know that there's different levels of vegan leather, so it's something I probably need to spend more time exploring. I find that the bags are a little bit shinier and a little bit stiffer than I would like. It doesn't feel as nice to the touch compared to real supple leather, which I shouldn't be surprised by because this is vegan leather, it's not real leather, and that's also reflected in the pricing as well. If you do not like vegan leather, I would probably choose a mixed material bag that will be better to avoid PU leather altogether, because it can be a little bit sticky, especially in the summertime. This one reminds me a little bit of the Dior saddle bag. It's very structured, it doesn't fit very much inside, but if you like the style, I think it offers some very accessible pricing. Next, let's talk a little bit about pricing. I think that for vegan leather, the price is a little bit higher than I expected. Actually, the price has gone up quite a bit compared to previous years. This one's $125. Has 2 magnets, as you can see, and doesn't have a lot of capacity. But this style handbag is pretty popular nowadays. Has a shorter strap that is adjustable, but no back zip pocket. While the goal of the brand is to make these fashionable handbags more affordable. I do find that the pricing is a little bit higher than I expected for vegan leather, but the quality I would say is much better than other vegan leather brands that I've seen. With that said, I do think that Charles & Keith, which is another vegan leather brand, does a very good job with the handbags as well. But going back to JW PEI, they do offer some really great sales that you can look for throughout the year. One thing I cannot miss when talking about this brand is customer service. There's so many reviews about poor customer service from this brand. It's like astoundingly like so much. That's all everyone talks about. Trouble contacting company for returns, and then everyone's just saying be sure you love the bag before pulling the trigger. I would recommend buying from Amazon if that's the case, because the return will be a nightmare if you would do it directly with the online shop. Now that we had a look at how it looks like in person, let's have a look at how it looks like online. So you can see a lot of handbags look pretty structured, which is consistent with what we saw in store. Unfortunately, I didn't see some of the novel handbags. However, I think one thing we didn't notice when we were in store is that the shine as well as like the material looks fairly different in person. And I do like the idea of how they're going into a more eco-friendly route, and I want to learn more about their process and how they're making these handbags in a more environmentally friendly way. So what is my bottom line for JW PEI bags? Are they worth it? Well, after the shopping trip over to JW PEI, I would say it depends. It really depends on how much you end up paying for it, how much you're willing to pay for your handbag. I think anything under 100, if you really like the style, want to try it out, it's a great option, but definitely maybe not a handbag that you would expect to last for a lifetime. But there are some really fair deals that happen when they have a sale going on. I really have a mixed feeling about the bag. I like some of the design, but not a fan of like the fake leather. It just feels very stiff and very plasticky. Hopefully this video shows you a closer look of what I mean. I mean, like sometimes it's really hard to tell when you're looking at these handbags online. So I'm glad I got a chance to look at it in person and share that with you, and hopefully that will help you make a more informed purchase. This is the infamous Gabbi hobo handbag that is really popular with this brand. Now it's come out with like all these different colors and designs. This one has really a lot of like little sparkles on it. Comes with the red as well. Definitely a very like iconic statement handbag. I personally love this color a little bit more. However, I'm a little bit concerned if one of the crystals fall off, like how it will make the whole handbag look aesthetically. But it is a very gorgeous bag that is more understated when it comes to logoing. What do you think? It's priced at $179 in full, but of course look out for sales. But it's like a really fun handbag. It has a magnetic closure in the middle, but definitely like something that is not meant to have like huge capacity for you to carry quite a bit. But looking at the pricing for JW PEI, I would say for full price, it wouldn't be worth it for fake leather. But if you can get a good sale, I think it's worth trying. Charles & Keith, like I mentioned, is a brand I considered for vegan leather handbags in the past, and I have a full review of it on my YouTube channel if you're interested. However, going back to the brand, if you're looking to try out a style in particular and don't want to break the bank trying it, I think that this JW PEI handbag brand is definitely one to consider. So if you're looking for something trendy, affordable, and maybe a little bit more eco-conscious, this is definitely one to consider. One thing I'm more concerned about or curious about is like the long-term durability and quality of the handbag. So if you have experience with JW PEI, please comment below. How did it work out for you? How is the quality of the handbag of regular use? Well, that's it for now. Thank you so much for joining me on another mommy review, and I will see you next time. Take care and stay safe, everyone. Bye for now.